guys coming together from different backgrounds and different musical tastes and careers, contributing to this one sound made it this real unique thing. And when we started bringing in our own original tunes, Chris writes, I write, TJ's written some stuff and some other guys in the band, that's when really things started to kind of take off in its own thing. So we had one rehearsal, and then the next rehearsal we pulled out a one microphone, one channel recorder and recorded like 4 quick demo tunes that we threw up on MySpace. And then I think Chris's wife went outside and took a picture of the band, and we put it up, and we ended up getting our first gig from that. It wasn't anything to brag about, but it was like, it was the first, it was the first stepping stone. I mean, people won't hire you if you don't have anything out there.
There's been a lot of this guy putting in just hours in front of the computer.
Yeah, well, I think that central to any group is a website. You need to have a website. You need to have your place on the web that's home, that anybody who has any question about you whatsoever as a group can go and get everything it needs. So, we really make sure to have links to social media, a shop where you can buy post swag, check up on the blog, check up on our news, subscribe to our newsletter. So it's really just been a lot of looking at other websites and seeing what works and then trying to incorporate that into ours. And, the website stuff and social media, it's a real big component, I think, of what we do and a big component of our success. So.
Just the fact that Erik has got us onto all of these different sites just makes us available. And then the fact that we all have a presence on the web adds to the credibility of the band.
Just because of that, just because I put it on the signature of my email. And the same thing I put the Po' Boys address on it too. It's the same thing. People, will write back and say, oh, wow, your band is so cool. You guys sound great. Come to our school and play for free. And they're like, sorry.
These are my rates, my lawyer will come.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I learned from ALP is that there are many more options available to make a living in the arts than what are presented to you when you're in high school. The cool thing about the Arts Leadership Program is that they encourage still a really high level of artistic performance. It's not like you're not good enough to play, so why don't you just go do this? It's more, there are tons of outstanding players, you're one of them, and there are just not that many jobs to just do that. So here are a lot of other options to pursue a career in the arts.
We go to schools like we've been to Penn State, we've been to Ithaca College, and when we go in there, really what we find is students who are really excited about learning what we have to talk about, which is how to be a professional businessman, how to create a band, how to get gigs, how to keep gigs, the booking process, the advertising process. We went out to Ithaca College once, and there was a brass band there of high school students, and we did a master class for them and spoke to them. And fast forward a couple years later, we were swinging back through Ithaca, and that same brass band had now stayed together, released an album, and opened for us at a show there. So, and they cited us as one of their influences, which was really special to me, I think.
It's a little suspicious of it.
It was cool to see that something that you'd done really touched people, and I guess that's just what you hope for when you do these things. So it was exciting. So I would say that not every starting out band is going to be able to afford awesome studio recording and professional photos and really excellent web content. But put something out there that reflects the best of what you can do at the time, and hopefully go from there.
And if you don't have access to that level of quality, people are going to expect a higher level of interaction. They want to think that they're part of what you're doing. It's incredibly important to learn by doing. Mm-hmm. If you wait until you know exactly how to do everything, you're just going to wait forever.
Yeah.
And we've learned a tremendous amount by doing the wrong thing.
Out of the wrong comes the right, but you've got to fall on your face on the job and pick yourself up and learn from it and do it again. So we recorded a new album over the summer, the tracks which are being mixed right now. We're focusing on expanding our festival experience during the summers and playing more festivals, music festivals, and we're also working on several education tours coming up. We're making our debut at the Eastern Trombone Workshop in Washington, D.C. in March, and right before that, it looks like we'll be heading to Texas, and with a release date for the new album in March, which is going to be, I think we're all pretty excited about the new album. It's, you know, the first album was fun and it had great music, but this new album, I think, is just going to really exceed people's expectations.
It's going to knock their socks off.